William Still was an African American businessman, activist, and conductor on the Underground Railroad. During the Civil War, William Still operated the Post Exchange at Camp William, Pennsylvania. The Post Exchange was a retail store that you could find on a military base. Still also had a coal yard that delivered coal. On top of this, William Still owned a lot of real estate, such as Liberty Hall. For a while, this was the largest public hall in the US owned by an African American. Still was often called the father of the Underground Railroad because he was so influential in it. Still helped around 800 slaves go from Philadelphia to Canada to obtain freedom. Hell interviewed each slave and kept hidden records of each of them in the hope of reuniting them with their family one day. To do this, Still taught himself how to read and write. Still's record showed that African Americans were intelligent and were a part of the fight for their own freedom. The records that he kept led William Still to write a book called The Underground Railroad. Today, this book helps historians understand how the Underground Railroad worked. Still challenged his city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania about their public transportation not being integrated. Still questioned why African Americans that paid taxes for the transportation couldn't ride that transportation. After 7 years of challenging and lobbying the city, they integrated their public transportation. William Still cared a lot for African American youth. Still helped make an orphanage, and he helped make the first yucca for African Americans. Three years after moving to Philadelphia, Still worked as a clerk for the Pennsylvania Anti-Slavery Society. Still also joined a vigilance committee that worked to directly help escaped who had gotten to Philadelphia. He became the chairman of this committee. A month before Still died, he founded Eden Cemetery, which is now the oldest African American owned cemetery in the United States. He was then buried there when he died at the age of 81 in 1902.